Bright Cutie. Every student matters.
Hello children, welcome to the session. In this session we are going to discuss few question and answers from the topics that we have covered so far children. So the first question is sunlight white or colored? So children, we have studied that sunlight is actually a mixture of 7 component colors which are the colors of rainbow, and we can remember them by this abbreviation VIBGYOR, which stands for violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red colors. Okay, so sunlight is a mixture of these 7 component colors. Okay, let's move to the next question. The splitting of white light into its constituent colors is known as, so children, what do we call this process? We call this process as dispersion of light. Dispersion of light. Let's move to the next question, which is, give an experiment to prove that white light has 7 component colors. So children, you can prove this with any of the 2 activities that we have done. Either you can use Newton's disk experiment, or you can give the experiment of the prism. I'll explain both of these experiment in short to you, but since the question is asked in the form of an experiment, in exams you will have to first give the aim of the experiment, then you will write materials required as per the experiment you choose to write in exam, then you will write about the procedure, observation and finally conclusion. So if you are giving the experiment of prism, you will write, you have to take a prism and allow the ray of light or sunlight to fall on it, and on the other side you will observe the 7 different colors are obtained on the, if you place a screen over here. Okay, and this experiment will prove that white light splits into its 7 component colors, and this process is known as dispersion of light. Then children, we have Newton's disk experiment, wherein we are going to take a circular cardboard of diameter 10 centimeter, and we are going to divide this into 7 segments, and we are going to color each segment with the 7 colors of the rainbow, and in the center we are going to make a small hole and fit it over a refill of a pen or some stick. Okay, so that this disc is free to rotate on the pen refill. Okay, and you are going to rotate it freely in the sunlight, and you will observe you are not able to see the 7 colors. Instead you are able to see a disc which is white in color, and both of these experiments will prove that white light is actually a mixture of 7 component colors. Okay, so let's move to the next question. What is Newton's colored disc? Explain with the help of an experiment. So children, Newton's disc is this cardboard circular disc through which we have proved that white light is a mixture of 7 component colors, and it was Newton who observed this experiment first time, who did this experiment first time, and that is why we call it as Newton's colored disc. So what we do is we will take this cardboard sheet and we will divide it into 7 segments, and we will color each segment with different colors of the rainbow, that is VIBGYOR, or we can paste the papers of different colors in each segment, and we will fix it over a stick or a pen refill such that this disc can rotate freely. And once we rotate it freely in sunlight, you will observe that you won't be able to see the 7 colors, you will be only able to see the white disc, which proves that the white light is a mixture of 7 component colors. Okay, next question is, children, which color deviates the least and the most through the prism? So children, we have discussed an experiment of prism wherein we allowed the white light to fall on one of the faces of the prism, and on the other side we observed the 7 component colors on the screen. And when this happens, we observe that red color appears at the top and violet color appears at the bottom. Why this happens, children? Because the speed of the 7 component colors in the white light is same in vacuum, but once it travels through some other medium, say like glass or water, since here it is a glass prism, the speed of each of this component color will be different, and red travels the fastest, and that is why it is bending the least, and therefore it is at the top, and violet deviates the most because its speed is slowest. Okay, and therefore it is found at the bottom of the spectrum. What is spectrum? These 7 component colors are known as the spectrum of white light. Okay, so the answer to this question is which color deviates the least? It is violet. And which color deviates the most is red. Okay, so that's it guys. These were the question and answers from the topics that we have covered so far. So thank you so much for your attention.